Hi and welcome to the stunning Brabazon golf course here at the Belfry. This is the 11th hole. My name is Chris Ryan, and in this video we are going to give you a really simple drill that you can do using a TheraBand, which is going to help you better understand how to pivot and use the upper body as you make your golf swing. Don't forget my social media platforms. The details of those should be in the corner of the screen as well, so if you don't already, then please go ahead and follow me on those. So we're talking about the upper body, the hips and the upper body, and how they work through the golf swing. And we've got a really good drill that you can do, which is going to hopefully give you some really good ideas and better understand how we should pivot. So I'm just going to drop the golf club on the floor for the moment. And I want you to grab something similar to this. So this TheraBand is ideal. If you can get something that's stretchy, that really works better, but something as sort of like this would be absolutely fine. And what we're going to get you to do is just create or make it the same length as from your belt to the start of your, maybe one of the buttons on the top of your shirt. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, perfect. So I've just got that, let's say, the same length as from my belt to my buttons. And what we're going to get you to is just hold it between the two. So as I hold it between the two, I've got that at its normal length. So it's not being stretched, it's not relaxed, it's just at its normal length. Now, if I was to stand in posture, the TheraBand would suddenly start to relax a little bit. So it's now, there's a little bit of slack in it, and that's simply because I've tilted forwards a little bit. Some button has got a little bit closer to the belt buckle. That's absolutely fine. So that's how I want you to start. That will be its normal length. Take your starting position, and it's now relaxed. Now, we are talking in this video about the idea of maintaining your spine angle through your golf swing. This is an idea which I still hear quite a lot from golfers coming through the academy, and you certainly can make a golf swing and maintain your spine angle. But you probably won't be the best golfer, and in fact you'll probably strike the ball quite poorly, and you'll certainly hit the ball quite a short distance. So if I take my starting position, let me show you what my golf swing would look like if I was to maintain my spine angle. There is some slack in this TheraBand. As I rotate to the right, I've maintained my spine angle, and I've still got some slack in that TheraBand. You will also notice that my head has moved significantly to the right. As I work back to the ball, I've still got some slack in the TheraBand, and as I pivot through, I've still got some slack in the TheraBand. So I certainly made a motion there where I maintained my spine angle. But you'll probably recognise that doesn't look a particularly athletic golf swing. It certainly doesn't look like what we would see the best players in the world do. So what do they do? Well, what we're going to do, take your posture. As I said, you'll have a little bit of slack, that's absolutely fine. As you make your backswing, I want you to remove the slack from that TheraBand. So if I maintain my head position and pivot correctly, that TheraBand has now gone back to the original length that it was. Okay, so I'm not stretching it, but there's certainly no slack in it. It's gone back to its normal length. When I start to make my downswing, I'm probably going to find that I, again, have some slack because I've gone back to a flex position. But then on the way through, I don't only want to take the slack out, I want to stretch the TheraBand. So I really feel there's a lot of tension in that TheraBand. Now I'm stretching it as I go through to my finished position. So let me just go through that again for you. So we start off, there is some slack. Backswing, we remove that. Downswing, it starts to appear again. Through swing, I'm stretching that TheraBand. So if you have, at the top of your golf swing, you've still got that slack, that means that your head has probably moved and you've maintained your spine angle too much. The opposite side of the spectrum would be the golfers, and these are often the ones who have a lot of sway in the lower body. They would often sway and extend too much, and they put some stretch into that TheraBand. They've gone too much into extension. On the through swing, we get lots of golfers turning through where they don't extend. Again, there's loads of slack in that TheraBand. So this is really two parts of this drill. We're looking at what happens in the backswing. We would like to straighten it. And then on the through swing, we would like to put some stretch in it. And if we can do that, that's going to hopefully help us pivot a little bit better. So really good use of a TheraBand. It really helps you understand what you're trying to do, and it really helps you better understand how you should pivot through the golf ball. Once you've done a couple of those, you can then go to a golf club and you can start to create the same ideas. So what I'm going to feel is that I'm going to feel like I start in my flex position. I'm going to go back, down to here, and then through. Now you'll notice that I'm not moving my head as I do this. So even though I'm trying to sort of feel like I stretch it a little bit and stretch it a little bit, it's not stretching it by lifting my head. It's just by moving the body in the correct fashion and pivoting correctly that we are able to make those changes to that TheraBand. Once you've done a couple of those, you can then go ahead and hit some shots. This is a really, really good drill that you can do at the practice area. Right, I've only got an 8 iron here. I'm going to hit this quite softly because there are some greenkeepers up there doing some work, so I'm going to try and hit this ball maybe 30 yards short of the green. So let's see if we can do exactly what I did with the TheraBand. Okay, and again, there's that stretch position at the end. That would certainly have put some sort of stretch into that TheraBand there, and hopefully at the end of the backswing, I would have lost the tension in there as well. Great drill, fantastic drill if you can get holds on something like that. I certainly think it's going to be a fantastic drill for you to do, and certainly something you don't have to be at the practice area to do. You can do it at home, you can do it in the office. It's really, really good, and I certainly think it's going to help a lot of you golfers out there make a better pivot and then ultimately deliver the club better to the golf ball. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that's helpful to you. If it was, please click the like button down below. That really does help me. If you have any comments, please post those in the boxes down below and I'll do my very best to respond to as many as I can. And last thing, if you don't already, then please subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free. There's loads more videos on there at the moment, hopefully helping you play some better golf. Just click the link in the description box down below. That'll take you over where you can subscribe, and it means that you won't miss any of the content that's being uploaded each week. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back here again soon.